Good evening. Welcome to World News at 4. I am Jessica Magaji Joseph. First, the headlines. Akpabio summons emergency Senate meeting, says it is of national importance. China and 26 African countries agree to strengthen partnership in digital field. EU slams Bangladesh over use of excessive force against protesters. And on sports, Djokovic beats Nadal to keep Olympic dream going. Now the news in detail. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, has called for an emergency meeting of the Senate. A circular signed by the clerk, Chinedu Akubeze, on Monday, said the meeting was of national importance. The internal circular did not give further details on the emergency meeting. The meeting will be held on Wednesday, July 31st, 2024, just one day before the commencement of the nationwide planned protest against hunger and hardship. The National Emergency Management Agency has said the 2024 annual flood outlook identifies Yobe as one of 31 states with a high risk of flooding. The Director General NEMA, Hajiya Zubeida Umar, mentioned this at the inauguration of 2024 Effective Waste Management and Flood Mitigation Sensitization Campaign on Tuesday in Damaturu, Yobe State. Umar, represented by NEMA's Deputy Director of Finance and Accounts, Aminu Ringim, added that the Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency had forecast that 8 local government areas in the state were at risk of flooding. She listed the local government areas as Bade, Jakosko, Yunusari, Gulani, and others. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, NEMA conducted a stakeholder technical meeting in April and an emergency coordination forum in May. The senior presidential media aide, Tunde Rahman, said that there is no bad governance in Nigeria. Rahman stated this at the second Lateef Jakande annual memorial lecture at Radisson Blu, Ikeja, Lagos. He further claimed that the organizers of the August 1st, 2024 planned protest are faceless. He appealed to Nigerians to be patient with President Bola Tinubu as he addressed the country's economic challenges. However, the Take It Back movement, one of the organizers of the nationwide protest scheduled for Thursday, has affirmed its intention to proceed. The United Kingdom and Canada have issued security alerts to their citizens in Nigeria, cautioning them about the potential for violence amid the scheduled nationwide protest. The warnings follow the heightened tension over the planned nationwide protest against hunger and hardship in Nigeria, which is slated to commence from August 1st, 2024. In separate travel advisories, the 3 countries cautioned their citizens to avoid areas where confrontations between security agencies and protesters might occur. In its advisory, the U.S. mission in Abuja urged Americans to avoid the rallies, advising them to avoid crowds and demonstrations and stay updated via local media. Similarly, the UK High Commission warned that protests could occur between July 29 and August 10 in major cities like Abuja and Lagos. The Nigerian Communications Commission has directed telecommunications operators to immediately restore all phone lines blocked due to non-linkage of national identification numbers to SIM cards. This disclosure was made in a statement on Monday by the Director of Media and Public Affairs, Ruben Mwaka. When we return, news from other parts of Africa. Please stay with us. I saw you too, but even. Welcome back. China and 26 African countries have agreed to strengthen partnerships and boost innovation in the digital sector. African participants at the Forum on China, Africa Digital Cooperation, were hosted Monday by the Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information Technology in Beijing. Senegal's Minister of Telecommunications looked forward to the changes scheduled over the next 3 years. Alion Sall said the digital cooperation between China and Africa is win-win and will bring benefit to African continent and China through the setting up of innovative infrastructures. 95 Libyan nationals arrested on Friday during a raid on a suspected secret military training camp appeared in court in Gauteng, South Africa on Monday. Police said in a post on the social media site X that the Libyans stated they had entered the country on study visas to train as security guards, but police investigations suggest they have received military training. According to South Africa's National Prosecuting Authority, the Libyan nationals who were arrested outside the town of White River, about 360 kilometers east of Johannesburg, will be charged for misrepresentations on their visa applications. The case has been postponed to 5th August to allow the court to find an Arabic interpreter. All 95 who appeared in court in civilian clothes are yet to remain in custody. Authorities said they were investigating whether there were more illegal bases in other parts of the country. Algeria has decided to withdraw its ambassador from France. The Foreign Ministry disclosed today after France recognized a plan for autonomy for the Western Sahara region under Moroccan sovereignty as the only way of resolving a long-running dispute. Algeria took similar measures against Madrid when Spain backed Morocco's autonomy plan in 2022. We move to other parts of the world after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell on Tuesday condemned the use of excessive force against protesters in Bangladesh after days of violence that killed at least 206 people. The violence erupted after student rallies against civil service job quotas this month, and the death toll based on police and hospital data includes several police officers. Critics have said the quota is used to stack public jobs with loyalists of the ruling Awami League party. Borrell expressed his deep concern over the deaths of officers as well as the torture, mass arrest and damage to property that have taken place. He called for an investigation and for those responsible to be brought to justice. The U.S. Secret Service new acting director said in prepared congressional testimony on Tuesday he was ashamed of a major security lapse that preceded the July 13th attempted assassination of Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania campaign rally. In testimony released before addressing two Senate committees, Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rue said he visited the outdoor rally site in Butler and climbed onto the roof of a nearby building from which 20-year-old Thomas Crooks fired shots that wounded Trump's right ear, killed one rally attendee, and wounded two others with an AR-15 style rifle. Rue's admission of a glaring security lapse came a week after former Secret Service Director Kimberly Shittle resigned under bipartisan congressional pressure after refusing to detail security shortfalls in testimony before a House of Representatives panel. Rowe sought to assure lawmakers that he has since taken steps to prevent similar lapses from occurring amid concerns among both Democrats and Republicans about further political violence as the campaign intensifies ahead of the November 5th U.S. election. Up next is business. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Polka.
Thanks for staying with us. On business news, the approval given by President Bola Tinubu for the sale of crude oil to the Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Naira is going to force the prices of domestically refined petroleum products to crash, oil marketers, refiners and experts stated on Monday. Operators in the downstream oil sector commended the move by the president, stating that it would boost the output of domestic refineries, shore up the country's foreign exchange reserves and strengthen the Naira. He also hailed the media for always putting the matter on the front burner, stressing that Nigerian refineries should not continue to struggle to get the United States dollar to procure a commodity that is produced in country. Representative's office said Tuesday some of the steep U.S. tariff increases on an array of Chinese imports, including electric vehicles and their batteries, computer chips, and medical products, will be delayed by at least 2 weeks. The USTR in May said those tariffs would take effect on August 1st, but the office said today it is still reviewing 1,100 comments received and now expects to issue a final determination at some point in August. The office added the new tariffs will take effect approximately 2 weeks after the final determination is made public. Still to come, sports. Please stay with us. Welcome back. On sport, Arsenal is ready to hijack Chelsea's bid to sign Victor Osimhen from Napoli. The Gunners were among the clubs keen on the Nigerian striker last summer. However, Mikel Arteta cooled his interest in Osimhen this year, instead making an attempt to bring in Benjamin Sesko. With Sesko choosing to stay with RB Leipzig, Arteta is looking at other options in the market. Chelsea is currently proposing a loan plus swap deal that will see Romelu Lukaku head to Napoli while Osimhen arrives at Stamford Bridge. England bowlers Jofra Archer and Uli Robinson have both signed one-year contract extensions at Sussex. Pace bowler, 29, has won 59 caps for his country across red and white ball cricket, claiming 115 wickets. Fellow Seamer Robinson has taken 27 wickets for Sussex in the country championship this season, as well as 16 in the T20 Blast. He has claimed 76 wickets in 20 test matches for England at an average of 22.92, but was omitted from the squad for the recent 3-0 series win over the West Indies. Sussex are top of County Championship Division 2 after 9 games of the season and through to the quarterfinals of the T20 Blast. Novak Djokovic outclassed his longtime rival Rafael Nadal to win their Olympic second-round match and continue his bid to land an elusive gold medal. Serbia's Djokovic looked on a different level to Nadal for most of a one-sided contest, which he won 6-1, 6-4 on the Roland Garros clay. Djokovic led 4-0 in the second set to quell the partisan support for the Spaniard before 38-year-old Nadal fought back to wipe out the double break. But Djokovic, like we have seen him do so many times, stepped on the gas again to break for 5-4 and served out victory. Nadal, known as the King of Clay, has won 14 French Open titles at the Olympic venue, but the aura he carries there was not enough to trouble a man of Djokovic's quality. The pair, who have won 46 Grand Slam singles titles between them, shared an embrace at the net before Djokovic sportingly clapped Nadal off the court. It was a 60 meeting of their enduring rivalry. No two men have ever played each other more. After first meeting in 2006, Djokovic now leads 31-29 in their head-to-head. And that's the sport news on World Now. We move to the rest of the news after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. To the rest of the news, landslides in India triggered by pounding monsoon rain struck tea plantations and killed at least 93 people Tuesday, with at least 250 others rescued from mud and debris, officials said. The southern coastal state of Kerala has been battered by torrential downpour, with blocked roads into the disaster area in Wayanad district, complicating relief efforts. 93 dead bodies have been found so far, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan told newsmen, noting it is one of the worst natural calamities that the state has seen. He said another 128 people had been hospitalized for treatment after their rescue. Several estates in the district were hit by 2 successive landslides before dawn, when most of the inhabitants were asleep. Homes were caked with brown sludge as the force of the landslide scattered cars, corrugated iron and other debris around the disaster state. And that was world news, but before we go, here are the headlines again. We told you that Akpabio summons emergency Senate meeting, says it is of national importance. China and 26 African countries agreed to strengthen partnership in digital field. EU slammed Bangladesh over use of excessive force against protesters. And in sport, Djokovic beats Nadal to keep Olympic dream going. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hillstv Abuja, Instagram at Hillstv Abuja, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hillstv. I am Jessica Magaji Joseph. Thanks for watching.